Pokemon Unite came out nearly 2 years ago, and I want to see if it still holds up in 2023. Cue the intro.
How are you hitting me?
Oh my god! In Pokemon Unite, there are 2 teams. Each team consists of 5 team members, and each Pokemon falls into one of 5 categories: Attacker, Defender, All-Rounder, Speedster, and Supporter. Defeating wild Pokemon gives you Pokeballs, which you can use to score on the enemy's goals. And when you score, it kind of looks like you're dunking on a basket. The more points you have means the more points the other team has to score in order to stay competing with you. In order for a game to keep up with today's standards, you need 2 of 3 things: a good story, excellent graphics, and challenging gameplay. So, for a game that mixes basketball and Overwatch and Pokemon, I'm pretty sure there's no real story. So, let's leave that for other games like Minecraft. And yes, there's lore in Minecraft. Now, on the graphics. When I look at a game, I focus on the graphics mainly. The graphics are what push me to play a game. For me at least, the graphics are one of the most important elements of the game. I take inspiration for my artwork, for my graphic design work, from games. So when I think of a franchise such as the Pokemon franchise, first thing that comes to my mind is a little bit cartoony mixed in with a drop of realism. But when I see this game, in particular the sprites alone for the Pokemon, that's more than enough for me to want to play this game. The map mixes in with the sprites perfectly, and I say that because it has a little bit more realistic touches than the Pokemon themselves, but it fits in perfectly. Next up, is it challenging? I want to say yes, but at the same time I want to say no. When I picked up the game for the first time in a year, I honestly forgot why I dropped the game. When I opened it, it was all good. I was loading in the game, but then I was met with a million fucking pop-ups, and realistically, who wants to play a game with that many pop-ups? So it's a challenge alone to just get in a fucking match. I get Pokemon is using this game as a cash grab because it's a pay-to-win game, but when it comes to gameplay, it's kind of easy. I currently main Snorlax, who falls into the Defender category. So you'd think, okay, you don't get many kills, but you're a fucking wall, right? So I almost never die, realistically. I won a match recently where I didn't die a single time, scored the most points, got the most kills, got the most assists. I'm a defender. Because I'm a defender, I like to make sure I live the longest amount of time I can. Can be debated on, oh, you have all of these items and they're fully maxed out. They must be paid for. Well, I gotta respond to that. I have only spent money on 2 games that are free, Valorant and Fortnite. And it's not hard to get these items fully maxed out. Like, anyone can do it. And if I can fully max out health and regen items, Joe Schmo over here can just max out items for damage output. But yet, I still live forever, which makes the game really fucking easy. Like, I had this situation where it was a 3v1, and it was a 3v1, me against them, I'm solo, and I killed them. I'm a defender. My job is to defend and take damage. That shouldn't have happened. But yet it did. And at the same time, somebody very easily can max out how much damage they do. Like, honestly, in the back of my mind, I should just pass on this game. But at the same time, I do like the game. I just feel like since it's not challenging at all, and the only challenge is getting in the fucking game, I have a feeling that if I do enter the competitive scene, I'll go from the world's most average player to a god at this game without giving a fuck, and then just try and then just not try and be the best player in the world. That's how it feels, and it's very worrying that that could happen. Besides that, I don't have any complaints about it. So with all that being said, I'll give it 3 out of 5 squirting vaginas. Wait a minute. With all that being said, I give it 3 out of 5 Squirtles. Have a good one. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's one on the left. But if you want to keep up with my weekly content, click the subscribe button on the right. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.